Coach Clark, thank you so much for joining us today. Just congratulations again on a great season last year. Can you just talk a little bit about some of the momentum that carries on from last year going forward to this season, and how you guys are using that through the offseason in preparation for 2014?
Yeah, we're very excited after last year's season. We got the program back on track, and district championship. What a great way to kind of show what the kids have accomplished. But we had to communicate to the kids that season's over. So this year's theme has been raise the bar, and we want to take it a step further. And we have a great group of kids back, and it truly is motivation, though. They do want to continue on the road that we're now on. And again, quality group of kids back. We have some big shoes to fill, but we're really excited about the upcoming season, and looking forward to getting it started here.
Right. You mentioned some of those big shoes to fill. Can you kind of help us break down, help us understand some of those transitions that are taking place as the season goes from 2013 to 2014?
Sure. On the defensive side of the ball, which is always our staple, up front on the defensive line is where we're really going to have to fill some shoes there. But we do have some kids coming in. We have some kids with experience, kids like Ben Ross, Quentin Horning did a great job for us last year. And then this year, we're going to see the addition of Omi Ramos. He'll be helping us out a lot. He got a lot of experience last year as well. And then J.R. Borelli as well. So we've got a group right there that is really going to fill some shoes. On the second level, George Hitalowicz is back at linebacker. But then we got to come up with some guys to fill, like Ryan Liliak on the inside, Dalton Yench, our leading tackler last year. So we think we found the kids. We've got Jake Brinzer on the inside. And then we also have Jared Smith, who moved from outside linebacker to inside linebacker. On the other side at outside linebacker, we have David Hamadi. Again, a kid that has a lot of experience, but hasn't had a start yet. So it'll be exciting. And then in our defensive secondary, Adam Domovich is back at safety. But we have to fill two quality corners in Spencer Snyder and Nate Dorward, which is going to be tough to do. But Adam Ziders has stepped up. He's going to be a senior. He's doing a real nice job. And then we moved an outside linebacker, Kyle Walker, to corner. He's done a real nice job. Flip it over on the offensive side of the ball. The biggest one's going to be Troy Spencer.
Sure.
Our quarterback was really our leader last year, and again, we changed our offense to kind of fit his skill set. We're going to go back to our traditional offense. You're going to see us being much more balanced, running the ball and passing the ball. So it's going to be interesting. The quarterback this year looks like it'll be Tommy Clark, my son. So that's always a challenge right there, coaching your own kid. But up front, we actually have three linemen back with Borelli, Ramos, and Horting starting last year for us on the offensive line. So now we got to fill in some spots. It looks like a kid by the name of Brock Wilson will fill one of those spots, and then Ben Ross is back at help at tight end. He got a lot of experience last year at tight end, so that's kind of nice to have that coming back. In the backfield, we're going to run by committee. We got a couple kids. David Hamadi will touch the ball. George Hitalowicz will get a lot of touches. Kyle Walker will get a lot of touches. So it'll be interesting, and we do think we have a nice receiving corps. Adam Domovich is back from last year, and then Adam Ziders will be our number 2 wide receiver on our slot set. So it'll be interesting how it all works out. We will look like a different offense, but we feel we have the kids to do it. And then you can't forget about the third part of the scheme, special teams. Adam Domovich is back as our punter. He was All-State last year. We're really looking forward to a quality season out of him. And then we got a couple kids we're looking at a kicker. Joey Julius is going to be tough to replace. But we have some kids. Antonio Heredia is one kid. We have a couple other kids we're taking a look at. We actually have a freshman that is kicking very, very well. We're going to have to take a long look at him. Jackson Betcher is his name. So we'll see. We'll see how it's going to work out there. But we're excited. We think special teams will still be a good role.
Right. Lots of positions transitioning in. Give us maybe a name or two, folks that might surprise us, folks that might stand out or become playmakers for you guys that maybe weren't in years past.
I think on the defensive side of the ball, on the first level, Ben Ross is the key. He's the rush guy. Like, he just brings it. His motor never stops. He's going to do a great job for us. I think on the second level, both our inside backers do a great job. I think George Hitalowicz is the kid that you want to keep an eye on. And then on the third level, Adam Domovich, he led our team in interceptions last year. He was in the top 10 in the state last year in interceptions. So he's kind of the quarterback of our defense. He sits back there and makes all the calls. So I think that's a name you want to pay attention to. On the offensive side of the ball, again, tailback by committee, I don't think any of them are going to, rush for 1,200 yards or something like that. But I think we could have 3 kids that could all rush for 600 to 800 yards. So that's what we're excited about. I think, again, our linemen. I think our linemen do a real nice job. I think probably the leader there's 2 of them probably, Quentin Horting and then J.R. Borelli. They're the kids that really bring it, and their technique is phenomenal, and they bring it. And they were part of what we did last year, and we think they continue on with that this year as well.
And you mentioned tailback by committee. Do the running backs that you guys are going to use, are they different styles? Do they have different characteristics or attributes that they're going to bring to the table?
Yeah, I'd say David Hamadi he's a little bit shorter in stature. He's kind of a sneaky running back, and then he explodes with his speed. George Hitalowicz has speed, but he will also run you over. He's a very athletic kid. And then Kyle Walker is more of a slasher. He'll give you that little side move, and then he'll get out the door. He runs the stretch real well, the zone scheme, the cutback. That's more his forte. So it's going to be interesting. We do have three, I wouldn't say they're totally different styles of running, but definitely each has their strengths, and we're going to try to utilize all of those strengths.
Last question, what do you guys have to do to get back to the district playoffs, district championships coming up in the season?
I think consistency is going to be the big thing. We had a great offseason. These kids worked their butts off. We're really excited about where we are, but I think we need to find consistency. We need to be able to do what we do, put a drive together and go from one end of the field to the other, much like we did last year. Defensively, bend but don't break. We need to be able to prevent teams from putting together long drives. And again, if you can do that, you'll be pretty successful. And then the major role that special teams play with our scheme, it's going to contribute huge. So if we can firm up some of those things, I'm very excited, and I think we have a shot to get back there. And that's what we're trying to do. That's a goal.
Great. Coach, thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Adam.